What's going on, guys? It's me, Shu. We are back with another Musume video, and in this video, we are back with Hishi Amazon, as I have finally decided to not continue training Hokotaromai in the videos, at least leave it down to the 3 that I believe will be the one, and they're all pretty much, well, yeah, they're all pretty much non-dirt Umas. Cap would be the closest one, having a B in dirt, but you know what? I'm still going to consider more of a turf than dirt Uma. But other than that, we are here back with Hishi Amazon. Everything pretty much the same. And yeah, 2 speed, 1 wise, 1 guts, 1 power, and 1 friend card. Also, I was thinking, because I do have 30 of those blue tickets, that gives you like some of the old cards. I was going over it, seeing what can I get. And I was wondering if I should go for the Fine Motion Wise card, only because I have 1 dupe in it already, and I have 3, I guess 3 dupes to pull because I have 30 tickets. I was wondering if I should just max limit break that, but then I thought about, then what if I, you know, somehow get that Fine Motion card during a support card banner pull? What do I do then? I don't know. I never really thought about it that way. But I don't know. I thought about that. I thought about maybe I should get the Admired Vega, or was it Ayabe power card. And all these questions just started, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do with it, so I just left it as is. Same thing with also just having the ticket from the 3rd anniversary where you could pick a card, and I'm kind of just sitting here wondering, what do I pick? It's been a while, so I still don't know what to pick. But let's just jump into the training. And before we do actually jump into the training itself and also the comments, if you guys haven't joined a circle, or you guys are looking for a circle to join, feel free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit click and join. Join and request, not click and join. I don't know what's going on, but hit join and request. It will let me know that you want to join the circle. Go to the comments section, let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, and that's just to let me make sure that I'm accepting the right person and not the wrong person. Also what we're expecting is just pretty much just, if you can, a couple trainings a day, but you're just looking for like 1 or 2 a day to get some fan contributions going on with the circle, to increase the fan contribution count, to increase our circle rank, just so we can get better rewards and all that in the future. The higher the circle rank, the better the rewards. So doing as much trainings as you can every day. I guess I just figured this out yesterday, doing the PvP or the arena matches, which I actually did yesterday, or I did yesterday's login or today's login, whatever it may be. Maybe I'll actually start doing the full dailies and Pretty Derby. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But that's pretty much it. We're just trying to get, the fan contribution count up, to get our circle rank up, just so everyone can benefit from it. Also, there are other stuff, of course, like the practice matches for the CM and League of Heroes, for those who want to see how their team does against other members of the circle, and then also, the banner and shoe exchanges, just sort of, it's, you need that little thing, and also to get the crown thing, so you can exchange it in the shop for something, and those can accumulate over time, and who knows, maybe you'll end up using it. But other than that, that is pretty much it for the circle. We got the comments loaded up, and we'll do the first turn or 2. Honestly, no luck in training recently. Off camera, on camera, it's just been pretty normal. Nothing really has improve once in a while, specifically with Hoko Tatomai. When I would give her a shot, she would. She's the one who's getting the lowest results out of the four. That's what I would say. This at the current moment decided to slow down on Hishi Amazon off camera, at least because I do have a UE8 or UE9 with her. I think. I actually don't remember if I actually is a UE8 or UE9, but I know it's pretty high, and I was like, you know what? I think that'll be okay for now, regardless of her not having an S in dirt at least. So we'll just see what happens there. I pretty much is trying to get around the same rank with Marzensky and Cap and Hoko Tatomai, just in case. You know, you never know. Maybe she'll have one amazing run, and it'll be possibly the best out of all four of them. So you never know. Other than that, I do have the comments loaded up now. First one says, well, sorry about that random cut, guys. My computer has been acting a little weird the past few weeks, but it wouldn't have happened while I was recording. Kind of one of the little worries I've been going through the past few weeks, because something really bad happens to the computer. Yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take for me to replace it. And that's just me being honest. Either replace it depending on how bad it is. Because honestly, everything seems fine about it. It's just... that's what it seems like. I don't know what the... what could be actually wrong with it. It could be something, you know, something starting to not work as well. Maybe that's why it's doing all this. And honestly, best case scenario would be just me replacing the parts that needs to get replaced or upgraded, so to speak. Either that or a whole new PC, which would technically be the worst case scenario, because then that would be the don't know how long it'll take to happen kind of scenario. Same thing with the parts, because I won't even know if which one is acting up. What I can think of is maybe possibly the CPU along with the graphics card, which aren't the cheaper parts, which aren't the cheaper parts, depending on how good I want it to be. And then there's also like maybe a better case for the computer, maybe a bigger one, so there's more airflow can happen inside, keep the computer cooler, more memory as well, maybe just adding another hard drive or so. I don't know. I haven't thought about it, because the computer's still working. It's just and then there's that monitor thing I mentioned I think about a month ago. My monitor's been fine. I've been using it as is, so I really don't know what the issue is. Although if I were to choose, I would probably just choose a new computer. That's just how I feel about it, but we'll see what happens. I'll figure it out when that problem gets closer. A computer works, then I'll keep using it as is. Well, did they say we'll cross that bridge when we get there? Well, I guess so, but as I was saying before the little computer hiccup, I got the comments. I got the comments already. So the first comment is from Nova, For Wuwa and Zenless, I do care a lot about beginning characters since those are the foundation going forward. It's kind of like how I feel about Reverse now with new characters. I know which ones are meta that I need and the other ones that aren't. Well, they just get skipped. As they should. Unless they're a character that you like and you don't care. At least that's how I see it. Yeah, that's pretty much how I see it. I mean, sure, having the meta is nice. I will say that. But at the same time, just playing the characters you have, or not have, but playing the characters you wanted to pull for, whether they're meta or not, is also fun at the same time because at least you get to enjoy a different kind of team if that's what your character brings to the table, I guess. But for Zenless, I don't know. For Zenless, I feel like after trying the Shield defense, at least the updated Shield defense, and also the stage 9 or 10 in the Shield defense, besides me possibly needing better, well, not possibly, needing to upgrade my drive disk and all that, I've done, I think after I do that, I'll be able to test it more. But I do notice that if I use, for example, I think one of them was fire physical, but they're resistant to ice ether, which is the two best elements that I have. I think that was one of them. So I was forced to use characters that were, you know, they were still pretty strong. They're like level 45. They have drive this, they're just not upgraded. Because they're not the drive this that I want them to have. They're just kind of just placeholders. And then their equipment's pretty high. Their skills are pretty high. They're either to where I could have them at, because I need to move on to the next ascension or whatever. All of those are good. They're like at least like level 45 and all that. They should be okay. They should be okay. But I noticed that the damage I would do to the enemy or boss, it's not as much, which is sad. And then I would try a team with an ice Ellen, so to speak, and it basically felt like I was fighting with Nekomata because it felt the resistance, I guess, is the one. So I feel like having a, unless it's just me, obviously I don't have my characters fully set up because I don't have their drive disc set up pretty much so I'm missing out on some extra stats and all that. But other than that, I do feel like having each like a DPS, maybe not so much a stun because I feel like Anby would work out perfectly for any team as a stun if you're looking for like a debuffer. And obviously the support, I mean, I feel like obviously for running like Juyu Win or Ellen, you're gonna want Nicole for Juyu Win, Chokaku for Ellen. But I think even if you don't want to use Shokaku for Ellen, you can still use like Lucy as well, because she's also a pretty good supporter. So I think mainly it would be to get a DPS for every element. And I think that would be okay. At least that's how I feel as of right now. Based on current experience, honestly. So yeah. But I think even with or without the meta characters in the beginning of the game, I think you should still be able to clear it. Just depending on how you start, I guess. Like on the characters, you would get like on your free pulls or you're guaranteed one in the beginning. Maybe you'd start off with a better one than, let's say, Rena, better than Rena, for an example I would use for my account. Instead of Rena, maybe Soldier 11 would have been a better option for me, but I didn't want to reroll. That was just the main thing. I wouldn't mind Soldier 11. Grace, I'm kind of like, do I really need her? I have Anbi and I have Shingi, so I'm kind of thinking maybe if I don't pull Soldier 11 by the time I hit the guaranteed, then I'll probably just go for Soldier 11. But by that point, it's gonna be like pretty much too late because kind of want her now. Kind of would prefer to use her now than later, but I guess it's better late than never. I just don't know when the next time I'll be getting an S rank pull there, because it's been a while, and there really isn't a lot of master tapes sitting around, so I don't necessarily know what to do there. But other than that, let's continue with the comment. Skip. I have meta teams for every element, and really the more characters you have, the less you feel inclined to pull for new characters that won't bring something stronger to the table. The good thing about games like this, as long as you get a good starting foundation, you should be able to clear the game, regardless of the, future characters that gets released that are obviously going to be better than the characters that you get in the first few or couple months. We'll just say the first half year that you'll get from the game. But you should still be able to clear content, story, and all that, even with those characters. And then just deciding to pull for whatever you want to pull for, like you said, that will bring something stronger to the table to your account. But knowing how past games are for Hoyo, that's something they don't have an issue with. So you just basically gotta pick and choose who you want to pull for, or just go off your needs to make it a little bit more easier on yourself. So yeah, just go with the pull for who you want, and what you need type of deal, or just pull, I guess. I guess. I also feel it in Wuthering Waves though, where I feel like, yeah, I can power through with not having the weakness, but it makes so much of a difference. I know that's pretty obvious because yeah, it's the weakness, but it makes so much of a difference to just use the weakness. And that goes for the was it called, the Tower Adversity. Definitely for content like that, getting the best possible elements to use for them would probably be best. Basically the ones that they're weak against. And that will come over time. So yeah, that'll just come over time. Once Wuwa and Zenless hit like the 2-year milestone or something, then yeah, it becomes whether you feel like pulling or not. True. True. I mean, the thing I realized also, if we're talking about the other games, Star Rail. I feel like with Star Rail though, they jump between like meta teams. At least that's how it feels like either meta teams or something like that. Because in you kind of have like this whole nihility thing going on with um DOT damage and all that, and then then there became like a follow-up team, and then break effect team. So Cyril just been jumping around like different kinds of meta teams, but also like every banner just like someone better, you know, for either a better support, better DPS, or something like that for that element, or for some kind of team archetype. So yeah, 2 years is one hell of a time to. What was I gonna say? 2 years is a good point to where you can just like feel like you pull or not. But it also depends on how, things are with the game at that point. Because you never know. Things could possibly be crazy and they be releasing something really good every couple months. Which actually sounds more of a normal thing. Of all the gachas, my most excited character to pull for is Gentle Donna. Out of all the gachas. Wow. I'm assuming from um wait, all the gachas? Like as in for the month because of the half anniversaries, or in general because we don't I think in general because we don't know nothing about the half anniversary. We don't even know if it's gonna be Gentle Donna or not. I feel like you may be assuming that it's Gentle Donna. So that maybe that's why you said it that way, but I don't know. Something about her that makes me want to pull. I wanted to pull for her since she was, shown. So with Eugen, he did talk about the shape of the plot, but for me, it's all about the enormous essence of the plot. And that's why and that's why it is the way it is. That's why we assume that it does become a big factor on whether or not you pull. I don't know. You tell me. Misshapen plot is fine in my opinion. Preferences are different among us Uma enjoyers, but that's what makes it reign for Saya games. In the end, there will always be someone pulling for each Uma design. I think Marvelous Sunday is great because she has a back-breaking plot that does make me go, oh god, I need to calm down. I think I'm gonna be honest. I think the whole misshapen thing comes with the size. I think that's how it is. At least to me, that's how I see it. Because you don't really see that with not so much of an enormous essence of the plot, so to speak. But yes, preferences are different among us Uma enjoyers, or just, anime enjoyers with like the whole waifus and all that. And like you said, that's what makes it reign for side games. The whole different types of character designs and mixed stereotypes and all that mixed into different characters. It's just like there's a whole bunch that you can like. And that's what makes it hard. But there's always gonna be those that stand out, obviously, to you personally. But yes, I think it's funny because although you have mentioned Marvelous Sunday a couple times in the past, you don't necessarily talk about her too much. So, although she is one of your favorite Umas to come back to talk about when it comes to this, so well, if I can just will my desires into existence, then I could probably rest easy with all my gotchas. I think that goes. I think that goes for most things, if not everything, in life. If you can just will it, then it makes everything easier. Cat Fantasy Global released on the 21st. Not sure how I feel about this gacha now since I've tried it on the Taiwanese server. Do I have enough? I do. I would say not wasted now, just wasted for and use it for the summer. So yeah, I tried it on the Taiwanese server. I'm hoping they have more quality of life features, but I got spammed by cat dudes. It could be because you've played in the Taiwanese version. Me personally, just does it doesn't seem like a game I'd play. That's just me. Next comment says Kamo Musume? Question mark. Mm, I don't know if it'll happen. Like I said, someone's got to start it. Someone's got to start it and make it a thing. But like I said, what are they gonna do with Kamo Musume? uh, but I'm actually surprised that. Oh, and this is the last one. No, it's not. I'm actually surprised that the new player is joining JP when Global has been announced. Maybe using it as a practice platform before the Global. Maybe. Or maybe he doesn't want to be behind and go through the 3 years of what we went through. And I don't know. It could be any of those reasons. Could be the fact that he doesn't want to wait 3 years to get to where we are at. Could be because we actually don't have a exact date on global yet. The longer it is, the farther they'll be. The gap would be at least. And honestly, honestly, I just realized what I did there. I didn't rest, but whatever. I'm still kind of whatever about global because it's just basically just a repeat of what I've gone through in JP, and I don't want to go through this again because we've talked about it a good amount of times and a couple or a good amount of videos. And if only they had done this originally instead of doing the was it Taiwanese and Korean version, they they should have just gone with global off the rip. I would say better sample size and all that to see how your game will do overseas. Not only that, more people would be more enticed to try it out because of it's global, pretty much. But no, they decided to wait a little bit longer and be like, now we decide to do global. A little too late. But you know, we're still gonna give it a shot. And if the global fans are strong, then I'd say it has a chance. But I don't know. I don't know. I may have seen a lot of people that one day I went at Anime Expo try out the game. How many of them will really play the game when it comes out and stay for the duration of it? That's the real question. That's the real question and the real test of the game. Because if they're waiting to release a game when JP has made it 4 years, good luck. I'm not saying that just to be, you know, downplaying the game or, you know, talking bad about it, at least without even being released a global version. It's just like the decisions, the decision making and planning and all that. When it came to wanting to expand overseas, it just wasn't good. And that's pretty much my take. Once again, they just could have done better planning it. But the last comment from Nova says, hold on, give me just, I feel like sneezing. I don't want to sneeze, but I feel like sneezing. But the last comment from Nova says, so I did log into Zenith's thinking, maybe I should just pull for the new side cop chick since you said there's synergy between her and the big cop chick. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Primarily because they are partners, but I don't. Like I said, I don't know how far you are into the story. So I can't really say any more than them being partners. Let's do speed. First 10 pull, I got an SSR, but a dude appeared and ruined my experience. At least it was the first 10 pull. I gotta say, that is very fortunate. So very lucky of you to let it happen in the first 10 pull, then let it happen at pity. Because that way, if you had gotten at pity, then you had lost a 50-50 for basically nothing. For the price of 80 pulls, 80, 90 pulls, 10 pulls, totally worth it. Something got broken inside me and I took out my card to swipe another 50. You lost the 50-50, saw that you got a dude, and something inside you just cracked. But got the side cop chick and another 50 pulls, so I figured, yeah, that should be good for now. Sometimes you're just gonna swipe your stress away. That's like, I don't know about that. If you have the money, sure. If you don't do it. Don't do it. But 50 pulls. So another 5-10 pulls. That's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. Not going all the way, but a little over, or pretty much halfway. A little over half. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. And then you added a extension to your comment saying, it's weird that the two Voldemorts from Zenith Zone 0 and Wu are both ice types. Oh, so that means you got Lycon. I mean, if you had gone Ellen, the Shark Maid, they would have worked. You would have had a pretty good team for it, but you still could have used Ellen with Anby, which I did, and still worked perfectly fine. But on the bright side, you have a debuffer in a sense for ice types, so that can help out, you know. But it's weird that oh wait, no. Yeah, what they have in common is that they will never be used ever. I'd rather use my C6 Chi-Chi from Genshin. I just don't talk about Chi-Chi. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Simply, I just don't want to talk about Chi-Chi. But other than that, thank you for all the comments. Nova, appreciate it as always. Next comment is gonna be from Tanoki. Team Stadium gives fan count, but it's just a small number. Maybe less than 10k or something, unlike real training that can get to 300k. 10k. That doesn't sound so convincing anymore. But like Nova said, you do get jewels out of it, so I should at least make it a habit to get back into the groove of doing the dailies for Pretty Derby. That way I can at least get new characters that I don't have through the daily Legends race or whatever it is. And all that, so I'll make it a habit. Hopefully it'll start becoming a habit within the month. But 10k, we'll say 10k. 30 days, we'll say 30 days. That's like what, 300k? Yeah, that doesn't sound like it does much of a dent. So yeah, definitely Nova. I don't think the team stadium points make a huge difference on why your points were close to mine. So yeah, definitely it was just due to the fact that you weren't doing half a training days. Oh, waifus. I'm into more low-key waifus aside from smart looking but sometimes dumb character. I rarely choose the heroine that is popular or outstanding. For me, if I'm watching the anime not knowing the characters and all that, and probably the best thing I got to know about is the synopsis and whatever thumbnail photo they chose to put for the anime, it will probably most likely be whoever just stands out to me and I end up liking the most. um well, honestly, if we put this in like Pretty Derby perspective, I didn't know that they were gonna do Teo's story or Teo's side of her story for season 2. I didn't know they were gonna. Oh, we did. But watching season 2 before they showed the end, I didn't know they were gonna go to Kita and Daya's story after. Although it made sense, same time. I mean, they started off with Special Week. How was I supposed to know they were gonna go to Teo? They could have gone any other of the Speaker members, but they went with Teo and McQueen. Same thing with season 3. They could have done something else. They couldn't. They didn't have to choose going with Kita and Daya. It just only made sense because it was Teo and McQueen, and they looked up to them. So yeah, it just depends. For me, it really doesn't matter whether they are the main female character of the series or a side character or not. It's just whoever stands out to me and I like the most. And also, if there are multiple waifus in said anime, then, you know, more to choose from, right? But yeah, I had a feeling you like more of the smart looking ones, so I wasn't wrong about that. I'm gonna do power just because it's kind of falling behind. Kinda. Plus, we do need some points. Since I'm preoccupied grinding on Project Zombies, yeah, they seem like life simulation. Watching your hunger, health, and mood. Well, that's kind of standard. I meant like... Is it like... No. Never mind. Forget what I was about to say there. Mainly because I remembered you said it's like The Sims. And when I think Sims, I think all the stupid crap that happens in Sims. Not just the hunger and health and mood stuff. I pretty much get the gist of it. Where if it's a simulation zombie apocalypse, and yeah, it's pretty much just survive and all that while monitoring your character. I don't want to expand on it more because it's gonna sound it's gonna sound stupid the more I expand on it. But I train once a day along the vid, so I'm using again twin turbo with 1 speed, 2 power, 1 guts, 1 wise, 1 French. Setup results is UD3 with stats of 1730 speed, 1068 stamina, 1681 power, 1009 guts, and 969 on wise with dirt S aptitude. This twin turbo seems to have a lot of muscles and brain dead. We'll use it on the practice run. Okay, for today's room match ID practice, I added 1 more room to make it 4 because I'm going to try the other twin turbo, so 50-50. Well, room IDs are up on Tanoki's Eugen's comment, so if you guys want to join the practice races, go for it. Join the rooms. For myself, I do try to join them, especially when I look at them and I see that there's only Eugen in it. I know you most likely have had them up for a while by the time I look at them, so that's the reason why I join all of them, just so it increases the chances of someone joining and possibly, or not, someone joining and you being able to start it or something like that. But I do wish that more people would do it, but maybe when we get more people, either commenting or the Discord and all that. We'll just see what happens. But yeah, that twin turbo has a lot of muscles. 1681 power. Yeesh. And then Nova had responded saying, I think I did PvP because I figured, well, that's also a source of free rocks to get weekly, so why not? You're not wrong. But yeah, 10k per day for 30 months. For 30 days doesn't seem too much. If I'm gonna be honest. But other than that, thank you for the comment, Eugen, and thank you, Nova, for replying. And let me refresh because this could be the last comment, and it is. The last comment is going to be from Tanoki, and it says, no fancy schmancy server needed. I just want like 1 channel to chat and possibly flex my luck sack pulls. I don't know what luck sack pulls meant, but there's going to be multiple channels to, like the main chat. Probably a channel for polls, for the other games and all that, just to make sure that everything's more separate and organized, because I don't want to drown the chat in like multiple topics and all that, so I'm just gonna have it separate and all that. So that at least I can do, but making it look fancy and all that, that's a whole different story. That is a whole different story. But thank you, Tanoki, Eugen, and Noah for the comments. Appreciate it as always. And yeah, that is pretty much it for the comments. And we are now in the summer training. I will say, since last Thursday, I've gotten back into the groove or the mood to play Smash Ultimate again. So I've been trying to get rid of the rust. Yeah, because the past few months I've been mainly playing, besides the gacha games, Minecraft, just some mod packs to kill some time whenever I have some time to kill. And whenever my brother, I hang out, just play that. But now we're playing Smash because I've been. Maybe it's because of the recent tournaments the past 2 weeks. Got me in the mood. But now having fun there. As for gachas, I believe the reverse and no break events are ending in like a week. I still need to try to get the weapon for the second anniversary character. Or half anniversary character. So I have about a week to try and get that. And whatever else. Although I don't know what the future banner is. I think I'll be okay. Star Rail, kind of just like, just waiting. Oh, I need to check the events for all the other games again. I don't remember if it was Star Rail or Genshin that I need to do something in. I think it's Genshin, but I think there's something in Star Rail. But I think it's more in Genshin. And then obviously Zenless with the new update. Wuthering Waves with the new update. Gonna have to try to get the new stories and all that recorded. So this weekend, hopefully I'll be able to do all that. Hopefully. Because today actually is my brother's birthday, so... Yeah, my last week was my grandma's. This week, my brother's, so... Today's gonna be not so busy. We don't necessarily celebrate too much whenever it comes down to birthdays, holidays. We don't go to the top. It's just a simple dinner. So... nothing special there. Then tomorrow is just Friday. I'll get I wanted to go post one of the agent stories that I posted or recorded last weekend. I was supposed to post it yesterday, but we had the banner and I don't want to post it. I guess it doesn't matter. I might as well. Maybe I'll post it tomorrow. And then I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But yeah, just stuff for me to catch up on there too. I don't know. I don't know. Trying to think what other games. But we pretty much just had 2 updates this week. I think in like 2 weeks, Genshin heads over to 5.0. I think. I think it's in 2 weeks because they're having their special program or stream tomorrow, I believe. So I don't know. The other games doesn't really have much going on. Pretty Derby next week with the... Is it next week? Yeah, next weekend with the Half Annie. This week was Zenless and Wuthering Waves. In 2 weeks, Genshin. And I think after the week after Genshin, Star Rail. Unless Star Rail next week. I'm not sure. I actually don't know. Reverse and Snowbreak should be next week. In like a week, yeah, so next week. The other games, nothing's going on as well. Dolphin Wave, no. No, can't think of anything. Which is a good thing. Oh, and speaking about other gacha games, so speaking about Dokkan, I didn't end up getting a single anniversary character. I didn't. I didn't get the Gogeta. I didn't get the Broly. I didn't get the Beast Gohan, nor did I get the only character that's left thing, which is another UI Goku. So that just made me appreciate the Hoyo, the Hoyo, and I guess Wuthering Waves pity system even more. Heck, even just having a pity system in general. Just having that pity system in general is made me appreciate it even more. Heck, I would have taken Dokkan with the Pretty Derby pity. But dang, that was brutal. That was brutal. But here we are at the Ade Makinen, final race of the senior year, because we do still have 3 more races to go through. The stats, let's go look at the stats. I don't think it's too bad, personally. Let's see what we got. How high is our speed, and what do we need? I think we still need guts. That would be the main issue. We still need guts. Unless we get a... I don't remember how much we get outfit. Well, it's 25, which isn't bad. Which isn't bad. Alright, this isn't too bad. Let's do this. Okay. Honestly, that's good enough for me. Yeah, that's basically 100. That's more than enough. So I'll actually do this first. And then we'll focus on speed after that. And however high speed goes is however high speed goes after that. After that, it is what it is. I'm still wondering, how do you make it a 25k? Well, I mean, probably because of using the food or making the food for races. Maybe. I haven't really done that for the normal races throughout the year. Okay. Let's go back here and see if it will get better. We're just gonna see if it gets better. Not bad. It could be better, but it wasn't bad. Okay. Second to last race coming up. Well, did we get an S in dirt? I just realized that. Seeing that this could be in the higher UEs, but would it beat the UE 8, UE 9 I have? I don't know. I don't know. I think it would depend on how high we get speed, but I don't think so because I don't remember how much power it had. Okay. I think you could still get 17. Should be able to get 17. Huh. Let's see how good this is going to be. This training, at least. Do that. Get the last food out of the way. And do the last training art race. The Ura finals. I got 21k, so I just needed a few more training days, right? So it must be possible. For me. For me. Most likely possible for a lot of people out there. Especially the whales. Trying to see. Okay, 30. Yeah, we should have made it to 1700. Easily. We'll look at it later. Oh, we didn't even get an S. Why is it always when I get an S, I don't get an S is when the training list feels better or seems better? Not fair. I have to end up using her just because she's going to be a higher rank, then I'll possibly just do that. Hey. I actually don't know what this is. Oh. Slightly harder to tire out in the middle leg. I mean, that's pretty much all I have, so I'll just grab it. I guess. And then the 101 will just get the here. But we did end it off with 1720 speed, 657 on stamina, 1401 on power, 1254 on guts, and 1274 on wise. Sadly, no S aptitude on dirt. It happens. It honestly just happens. Let's go grab these and get them into the evolve skills, except for one of them because I don't want it to change it to medium distance. And let's see how we did. A UEA. I don't know if it was better or tied with what I had, so it's up there. It's one of my better trainings for sure, so that's at least on the brighter side. This is a good training. This is a good training. This should be a bad training if I was doing UDs, but I'm not. See, I wanted to do this because it has dirt, but this one just has more. Actually, I think this would be more appropriate to have. We'll just do it. Screw it. Yeah, I don't think this... I don't know. I don't remember if this UE9 is the dirt one or the short distance one. So, yeah. With that being said, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you guys thought of the run. I was missing probably a couple things to make that into a UD, but we're getting there one way or another. Hopefully before the scenario ends. If I don't get it before the scenario ends, that's going to be a huge... I don't know. It's going to be a huge WTF moment for myself. I'll be real. But yeah, let me know down in the comments how you guys are doing with your prep and training. If you guys haven't, whether you guys are done or not. And also if there's anything else you want to talk about or ask me down in the comment section, just let me know down in the comment section. And as long as it's appropriate, I will go over it. And if you guys haven't joined a circle or you guys are looking for a circle to join, feel free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Give that a search, click request join. It'll let me know that you want to join. Goes back to the comment section and let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, and I'll make sure to match him and make sure I invite you into the circle. And then one more thing, I did see there was a name called Vermilion, I think, who had requested to join. I don't know if you're from the video or not, but if you are from the video, please let me know down in the comment section that you sent the request, and I will accept you into the circle. But with that being said, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.